Welcome back. Son of 5 Tactica. Last time, we had a lot of talking. Like a not insignificant amount of talking. This time, hopefully we are going to, well, we're continuing on this final gauntlet.
I knew something was off. If the despised Nakabachi truly were this kingdom's ruler, and the others here haven't been following their roles properly. However, if the true ruler were the student council president, and not the deposed vice principal...
You did this to us! It's all your fault! You ruined us! And Natsuhara-san too!
Stop it!
Yeah, like I said,
Harry,
last time,
how
I
are
believe.
things?
She lives. Somehow. I don't know how you live getting hit by a train. Kind of was slowing down, but still.
Oh, it's fine. Or I guess I just can't tell the difference anymore. More importantly, how did things turn out at school?
Nakabachi was charged for his crimes. So were all the students who drove him to snapping.
I see. Sounds like everyone got a crappy ending out of this, didn't they? And you? I'm sure this hasn't been easy on you either.
No.
You don't have to lie. Anyone with half a brain would guess that the kids who got punished are blaming us for it. And you're the only one at school who they can vent at now.
It's all right.
Sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Toshiro. I'm just so sorry. It's my fault. If it weren't for me...
Don't say that. It's not like you. The area I know would never give up, no matter what we were facing. Come on, where's that carefree attitude of yours? We'll start the next chapter. That's what you'd say, right?
I'm sorry, Toshiro. But I just... can't fight anymore.
It's all coming back. Remember? Everything.
Snap out of it.
It's all right. I'm not off my rocker yet. I can't believe what a fool I was. I became so intoxicated by righteousness that I only made the situation worse. As if that weren't bad enough, I came this close to making the same disastrous mistakes again. I am truly a fool beyond redemption.
Hey, you sound pathetic right now, Pops. You know Arena's in trouble, right? Is this really the time to be spacing out?
Yes, you're right. Phantom Thieves, I have a favor to ask. Would you just leave me here? It's not like I'm going to be of much use to you anyways.
Now's not the time for jokes.
Yusuke's right. Besides, if you stay in a place like this...
If it's what's meant to be, then so be it. Who knows how many people I've hurt? All because I convinced myself I was doing the right thing. You all saw my past, didn't you? You saw how it all ended. Well, I'm not strong enough to laugh off those scars. How am I going to live with myself if I take a stand again? I'll only end up hurting all of you this time. It was all a mistake. At this point, I'd rather just...
Somebody was going to do it. If it wasn't her, it was going to be me.
Oracle? I know what it's like to be so sick and tired of everything that you almost want to die. But even if you're in a dark place, you promised your mom, didn't you? To call that a mistake would be... Just don't say you want to run from it all by dying.
Sakura-kun.
I believe pressing on now would be a fool's errand. Yeah, it might be best for us to go back to the hideout for now.
I'm sorry.
I knew there was an intermission.
Like we thought. They're all gone now.
What was their problem anyway? Attacking us out of the blue like that?
I'm guessing they were created from Toshiro's memories of students who he inspired to rebel. At first, it seemed like they were divided between those who stood up to Nakabachi versus those who obeyed him. But really, both groups could be classified as people holding grudges against Toshiro-san.
Yeah, but isn't that their own fault for pushing Nakabachi into a corner? I mean, it's not like Toshiro was responsible for his breakdown.
In the end, maybe everyone was just looking for a scapegoat.
Unfortunately, that happens a lot.
It seems like sometimes human beings can't help but to pin their problems on others. I won't say anyone in particular is to blame, but that was a rough ending for Toshiro, no doubt about it.
I hope he's alright. He hasn't said anything in a while now.
Ah, jeez. Fine, let me go give him a pep talk and a minute.
Hold on, Ryuji.
Why did you grab him by the throat? Why does this look so funny, though?
One cup of LeBlanc's finest. Your favorite, remember? Not that it compares to what he or the boss can whip up.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. It's bitter.
Add some sugar then. Also, sorry for hitting you.
No, don't be. Deserved it. I'm a fully grown adult and I threw a childish tantrum. I'm sorry for the trouble.
Don't mention it. I only lent my assistance because Futaba told me she needed help making...
You've got some loose lips, Inari!
I want to apologize to all of you as well.
Before you do that, I think we need to apologize as well. After all, we're the ones who pushed you to go there in the first place.
About what happened to you in the past, I know it'd be unfair to say we know how you feel. But in the end, you were just pushing for what you believed was right, weren't you? No one could have predicted things would turn out the way they did.
Correct. It's one of the awesome things I say is like, you can't see the future. You don't know what your outcomes will what you do will bring. It's good to be conscious of what could happen, but you don't know what will happen. You know what could. You can speculate all the things of what could happen. But what could isn't what is happening. And it's not healthy to get onto the what could. You can't predict everything. You can speculate, make educated guess, but you're not going to get everything. So there's no point getting yourself hung up on that everything.
Everyone makes mistakes, and we're certainly no exception. But we do make a point of not having regrets about the actions we take. Actually, maybe we're like Natsuhara, the girl from your past. We just don't want to see them as mistakes.
Yeah, I guess so. Not that we know if that's the right thing to do either.
Still. Don't lie to ourselves.
What on earth am I doing? I take a stand, I falter, then I get discouraged, and you all come to pick me back up. Only for me to falter again. I'm supposed to be a proper adult, but I keep getting stuck in this cycle. You know, it's actually kind of a relief finally seeing the truth.
Whether child or adult, there will always be setbacks and growth. There is no human who possesses a perfect heart.
Elegantly said.
People can't move forward if they don't put the past behind them.
Well, I think I'll just take your word for it.
So, what's the plan? We're fine with you sticking around the hideout if that's what you want.
No. Please, let me come with you. I'm not so bold as to claim I'll be able to handle anything that may come my way. Right now, I don't want to run. I need to stick it out if I want to be true to myself.
Roger that.
Okay, then it's full steam ahead.
Sakura-kun, you saved me from breaking my promise with my mother. If I ever make a fool of myself again, feel free to knock some sense into me a second time.
Oh, sure. Leave it to me. I'll make your head swell up like a takoyaki.
A takoyaki?
Well, there you have it. It seems I'll be in your care a short while longer.
We'll do this together.
Yes, I look forward to it.
Now that that's settled, we need to go rescue Arena stat.
Morgana's right. It's also high time we settled things with whoever's pulling the strings around here.
That said, where do we begin our search? There isn't anyone left who could offer us a lead.
I keep scanning as far as I can reach, but I still haven't gotten any hits.
I have a hunch as to where he may be. If this place is truly connected to events in my past, there's only one place left for us to go. Also, it may just be my gut feeling. I can sense that Arena is there. I'll lead the way if you'd like. I'm very worried about her. Let's depart the moment you're ready.
I guess we're not finishing this episode. It says the story. This is probably the where things get kind of fluffed. If you think deeply about it.
But
It is a T for teen game, I believe, so should be expected to an extent. But I also, at this moment, while things are going on,
Wait.
I would like to lighten the mood a bit. To the best of my abilities.
Damn.
Or the best of my abilities might not always be the best of my abilities, because I also struggle to think of topics. since we're coming up in the closing act of the story, we're almost to the end of Kingdom 3.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm not the best at speaking, or coming off the top of my head. That's my knowledge, I'm the best. But I kind of, I vaguely mentioned that the theme of Persona 5 is rebellion, and that goes for all the games. And with the Persona 5, except for maybe like Dancing All Night or whatever the rhythm game is.
Right.
Yeah, whatever the rhythm game is. Does like, because I don't know if that actually has a plot. But all the Persona 5 games has a general theme of rebellion. I'm not counting Q. Q is a spin-off. It's not a continuation of the story. And rebellion comes in all different shapes and forms. Sometimes a rebellion comes through malicious compliance. Following the letter of the law and not the spirit of the law. Which can be, you know, people realize the loopholes or the errors in their ways. Was it?
All right.
There is many a rebellion. Not all of them loud. But it's also, Persona in general is a story of determination. The will to push forward despite your setbacks. To confront your shadow and keep moving.
Thanks.
And I should talk about some general stuff with the story. In all Persona games, even the oldest ones, a shadow and a persona are... There's not really a need for a distinction. They might represent... They're effectively the same thing. In reality, they're effectively the same thing. There might be... They're just subconscious elements. Part of the human soul. One's just a part that we end up repressing. Sometimes end up forgetting about. But it's never truly gone. And the other part is the mask we wear when facing others. But they're both part of the self. But, yeah, anyways. They're both part of the self. Our unconscious being.
Totally.
So, in all intents and purposes, a shadow and the persona are one and the same. In the Persona series, awakening to one's persona requires confronting their shadow. Unless your theory then is from traumatic events, and even then, each of the characters has a second awakening from confronting a bit of that shadow. And 4, it's that confrontation is literal. They literally confront their shadows in that game. In 5, the only one who does that is Futaba. But the fact's still there, and the character does still have their secondary awakenings, which isn't in this game, unfortunately,
Right.
but it also makes sense. They weren't in, outside of one character in specific, they weren't in, Strikers either. One character does have a second awakening, technically. If you want to count it like that. Could also just be considered like first awakening. A true awakening. I don't know how many of that's reflecting on it recorded for quite yet. What I do know is I'm going to be ahead on my buffer for a while. So that all being said, and all the doom and gloom out of the way, I hope you're all having a good time. As bleak as the world may be, things can always get better. If we strive for things to get better. You just have to take things one step at a time. And you're here. But yeah. Hope you're all having a good day. Take a moment, do some, self-care. Make yourself a hot chocolate or a tea or something that you find comforting, and I don't know, you got pets, love them, I don't know, again, do what makes you feel happy. So, that being said, until next time.